And we are live. Okay, we are live now. We are officially live. Hey guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Yes, you guys shall start with a little bit of faffing around while I set up our vertical streams. Make sure that those are running properly. So I'm just gonna click on start.
Good evening, Sid. How was
I
your
was
day?
waiting for you to start, Oli. I wanted you to start this time.
Okay,
Good evening, all.
Someone followed us. Hoss00312 followed us this minute. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
I'm
Thanks.
not sure
There's an
why
odd pattern though. Like the last 3 streams, every time we started the stream, there's always been a follower, but never ever after that has there been a follower. It's just like the beginning we get one
Yeah.
and that's it.
That's weird. Yes, I do agree that is weird. But I can't help it.
You know what? Fuck it. Take what
Yes,
we
we
can.
will take what we
Yeah.
can. That is exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, I put in the wrong for Reddit. Sorry, Reddit.
Oops.
Streaming now. It should be. Yeah.
Man, my layout is all fucked.
No, the day has
What?
been
Sorry, what?
day has been terrible for me. Killer headache through and through. I woke up with a headache and then slept off again to remove the headache, and the headache was still there. So beautiful
I
day today
see.
for me.
Yeah, I heard both you guys really had very interesting days, huh?
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. Mine was pretty normal, pretty good. I didn't have any issues today.
That is
My
rare.
day was.
From Sid always gets.
What do you mean it's rare?
We never. Is this?
Yeah, my days are usually not as bad as both your days.
Yeah, it's not eventful in any way.
We should be live on Reddit and Instagram should be live as well. So for those of you who are watching for the first time, there's going to be a bit of lag on the stream. In the video side, I'm afraid I can't do anything about it right now because because my laptop just isn't strong enough. Okay, I really can't do too much about it. But yeah, this is going to be an interactive stream. We're just going to be discussing
Yes.
the 2 topics that we read, and we will be interacting with chat as much as possible. So please do put down your thoughts. Please do ask us questions. Again, would just like to mention that we are not professional podcasters or anything like that. Dudes who got really tired of the lockdown and decided to start a podcast just to
Yes.
talk to other people about anime.
Pretty much.
Almost professional, not totally
even
almost.
professional.
We're pretty fucking bad.
About 17%.
Yes, so I'm very glad to have all of you here, and yeah, let's talk about what we have to talk about today. We decided on reading one thing, and then Sid just decided not to read it afterwards.
Yeah,
Hey, I
because-
read it the minute I decided on reading, and I was like, nah, I don't want to read this.
So you have not read any of it?
What?
Kaiju number 8. You didn't
I
read
read the first 2 chapters. But then I
anything
got
more
bored.
than that is what I'm asking. We know that you read the
No,
first two.
I don't want to. I don't find it wasn't for me. I couldn't get into it, so I abandoned
I
it.
see.
You should.
If I don't like something, I'm not gonna spend my time consuming
at
that
least give it
content.
more
You know, I
than
move
2
on.
chapters. You know.
Yeah, you know.
I don't have that much time. You know,
Right.
could use my time wisely. I don't want to
Yes,
put it in
yes.
that.
Totally.
Night time usually goes out in calls with people, but then you know. you could
What
have just
calls
read.
with who?
Don't you call your brother?
Oh yes, just call his brother. Yes.
Yeah, but that's important stuff. More important than reading this shit. Yeah.
Ali, could you
I'd rather
keep
talk
an
to my brother
eye
than
on
read
it?
Kaiju.
I will give you the link
The link.
because again my laptop is dying. It's just plain dying.
Yeah, all of us are lagging heavily on the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Then I will-
Moderator will be updating you with the quality. Hopefully, he's doing that
I will
already.
be
Random Otaku's here. Hi, Random Otaku. What's up?
okay. I'm late. Why do you always say you're
Hello,
late when you
random
join
otaku.
like 2 minutes after we start?
Yeah, I know, right?
No, he is like he has the Japanese definition of being on time. Like it has to be 5 minutes beforehand. If it's 2 minutes late, it's late.
He's like, I'm late.
Yeah, okay. I'm shutting down everything that is causing my laptop to lag. So you can take care of chat.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
It seems to be cool.
actually take care of chat, instead of last time where you guys didn't tell me half the
Hey,
things
we
that happened.
were actually taking care
Yeah.
of chat. It's just that we had to like watch 3 different chats at the same time, so that one guy who messaged later on saying chat nahi padta hai, then that we can't really help. Okay,
I only check YouTube.
there. But then I'll check Twitch and Reddit, I
Yeah.
suppose.
I guess. Okay, yeah. But anyway, we originally decided to read Kaiju number 8, Monster
Yes.
number 8. And Sid read 2 chapters, 2 whole chapters, if you can believe it. And he decided
A
he
lot.
wasn't going to read anymore. And we decided to talk about another manga. But we can talk about Kaiju number 8 because I did like it. I don't
Yeah,
know
even
about
Yeah,
Nadi,
I found it, okay.
did you finish it? Did you guys finish
Yeah,
it?
finished it.
I
caught up.
reached, I reached. I think I'm only 3 chapters away from it, but then I also gradually lost interest in it.
What?
But I
Oh.
will say it was. No, I wouldn't say it's bad. I'll say it's mindless fun, right? Like I said earlier. Like I'll take my time reading it. Like these next 3 chapters, I'll just be like, okay, if I want to read something, I'll just read this shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's nothing I want to
but-
give too much time to at the end of the day.
It
I
is
see.
it is a pretty good show, I think it I can understand why you said that people are considering it the next big
Yeah, that's
shonen
why.
manga.
Yeah, that's why I recommended it. I was hearing a lot about it.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
there was this. It's like selling a lot nowadays. Lots of people are buying it. Like, I
Well-
forgot the record, but they a certain number of copies were sold. And
Yes,
Random
a certain,
Otaku
yes.
says record of Ragnarok is also mindless hype. Is what Random
Record of
Otaku said.
Ragnarok is mindlessly made. There's a difference. You see, this actually
Just
had some
mindless,
structure.
no hype.
it's mindless.
yeah, it's just mindless. Record of Ragnarok was absolutely a disappointment by the end of it. Yes, I will agree with that. But yeah, this one is not as mindless, I would say. It does have some it does have some
Structure.
interesting things about it. It does have a lot of characters who are nice to hear as well. So yeah, I think this does a better job at becoming the next shonen manga rather than. But okay, wait, hold on. Before I was going to say Boku, but then I remember talking to Audi about this. There is a part in this. Okay, so the way they get selected as these monster hunters is by doing a test. Okay, a test that everyone has to do together, and it's almost exactly like Boku. Boku no Hero Academia, just
I
in
also
case
felt the
anyone
same
is
way.
confused. But yeah, so it's actually like this large area where these monsters are there. They captured monsters, and these guys have to fight the monsters, and they unlock new powers, and they manage to work together. All kinds of stuff. It reminded me of Boku a lot, and Audi was of the same
Oh, I
opinion.
see. Okay. Yeah, like the selection
Yeah, the
stages,
selection
right,
stages,
in the
basically.
beginning.
I think it's like a bit different in comparison to Boku, because I think Boku still had robots at the end, which could be 100% control, but these guys use straight up beasts out of the real thing, like the real thing at the end of the day. They put them in a real life or death
Oh,
scenario.
like so it's more like Demon Slayer then, I would say,
Yeah,
right?
it's kind
Because
of
they're like
Demon
real.
Slayer, yes.
I see. Wow. And
But otherwise, it was really good.
by the
Yeah,
way,
it has
just to
a-
mention, for those, it's illustrated and written by Naoya Matsumoto. Yeah, now let's continue.
Yeah, of
Again,
course. I knew that. I remembered.
First,
I like mentioning the mangakas. Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, it is. It is important.
like
So,
the first
Keep it-
impression I got from this thing, just like if you see how the main character is portrayed, where he is like this, he gains a secret, he gains a really strong power, but he has to hold it secret, right? But then he can't hold it secret in many situations because he wants to be the guy saving everything. It's like textbook shonen at that point. It's
That
like
is true.
it's like everything, like this guy is like, I must do everything to protect my friends, I must do everything to protect the force, I must do everything to be the top. Yes.
oh, I see.
Full
Like
shonen
proper
power.
shonen. Yeah.
Also, there is one difference though.
I have to be the best.
It's not like
Yes.
it's like this little kid who's doing it. He's like a 30-year-old man. So,
Sid's video died.
oh yeah,
I died.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I am dying. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fun.
yeah. But yeah, it reminded me of So firstly, it is just a 30-year-old guy who's doing it. So he's like midlife crisis type of thing, and not like a young shonen type of hero, like a teenager who's getting like unlimited power. So I totally did not relate to that guy being like, my life is shit. I'm just sitting here staring at a screen. No, I did not. I am a very... Never mind. Anyway, another thing is... Another thing is, it seems to be a trend in manga and anime now. I think this is like the new generation cliche, which is instead of having like an inbuilt power or getting power in some way, they get their power by eating the monster. It reminded me exactly of Jujutsu Kaisen, okay?
Yeah.
Because in that Itadori is like, hey, freaking old finger, which is like disgusting. I'ma just eat it. And this dude is sitting in a hospital bed, and this giant, this flying monster comes to him and just pops itself into his mouth, and then he becomes a monster.
That happened way too fast.
Well,
That needed a bit more explanation. I feel like in like one panel, that was it.
Yeah,
One guy just
weird.
flies into him, and he's like, I have powers now. Well, fuck.
And see, the thing is that at least handled it a little differently, because this guy looks like a freaking kaiju, but he's like the same human inside, and everyone else is like, the other guy who's in the hospital bed with him is freaking out, and this guy's like, hey, why are you shouting? And then he looks in a mirror, and then he's like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? So
Yeah, classic movie tropes.
it was handled better than I think Itadori just popping the finger in and then beating the hell out of every other curse over there. But yeah, I mean, I still liked it. I think it's very shonen.
Extremely shonen. Even the down to all the weapons and stuff, like the big axe that the Shinomiya girl uses.
Yeah.
That's also like extremely shonen at the end of the day. It's like extremes with like strength, power spikes, and everything. And the one thing I felt about Kaiju number 8 was that the pacing was extremely fast. Like in 40 chapters, they covered so much fucking ground that you're just wondering, maybe I missed out on something over here. But no, it's just kind of the plot in like 40 chapters.
I would still say it's slower than something like Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man was just too like all over the place.
that's super fast. Yeah.
Kaiju number 8 at least had like a proper story going on. Like a lot happened in the time that we read it, but it still made sense.
But a lot of manga nowadays have like faster pacing than before, right? And stuff like Demon Slayer and stuff. We see pacing has been increasing.
Zoomers, don't have a proper attention span.
Yeah.
I can totally read books still. What are you saying? Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, Kaiju number 8 real good.
Speaking of books,
will be following this because I also like the design of the demon form he has, because it doesn't look too threatening and it also doesn't look too funny. It just sounds like a mixture of derp and monster.
Yeah, they do show a lot of gags in there as well. They do throw in a lot of nice little jokes and then give the demon form a more human side, like him trying to conceal a secret and whatnot. He's like, hey, no, please don't reveal, please.
And
so it is kind of fun to see that
there's
develop.
also a scene where he's like eating lunch after this demon goes into him, and then this dude who knows about his demon form walks next to him. He's like, hey, yo, what are you doing? And this guy like turns around and he's eating food in the demon head around him, and the rest of his body is human. I was like, what the heck? So it has its moments. It has its funny little quips.
Man, I can't place it, but the demon does remind me of some other very popular character that has a skeleton face.
Same here.
Some dude, even like, oh my god.
Oh, it reminds me of Ryuk. I don't know why.
No way.
No, not
that
Duke.
face, the long smile, the big eyes, the big fucking circular glassy eyes.
Skeletal-faced like creature. Man, I can't think of the guy, but it reminds me of something.
Is it like some Attack on Titan character because he has like his face looks derpy as hell?
No, definitely not Attack on Titan.
It doesn't look anything.
Forrest Dan is here. He says right on time. Battery is almost dead. So
I see.
That's nice.
But it was like I definitely see the hype. If I read this when I was a kid and this was my entry into anime and manga instead of Naruto, I would definitely still be happy with it because it's still really good.
That's something.
I wouldn't. So I was telling Audie this as well. So it seems like the age of manga inspired by things like Naruto and One Piece has gone down, and the age of manga which is inspired by something like Boku no Hero Academia and Attack on Titan and Black Clover is starting. So it feels like we're in a transitioning stage in manga where the old ones are like starting to be less relevant and the new ones are starting to be modeled after the ones we consider new ones. Like for us, Boku no Hero Academia is a very new. If it still is a new thing, right? It's not something that we read when we were kids.
Yeah.
We were adults when we read it.
Random Otaku says, so I haven't read any of these mangas. You should give it a try. It's actually 40 chapters. It's not too long.
This is 40 chapters, and the other one we're talking about is like 17 chapters, and the story is freaking over right there. So you can easily check it out.
Did his audio die for you, or was it?
Yeah, bro, your audio keeps dying every like few seconds or so,
I thought
like
that was
random
me,
intervals.
my
I also
net
thought
was
it was like
bad.
my net was bad.
Well, thanks for telling me.
Hey, that's the moderator's job, okay? Upstairs, the moderator
Yeah, that is true.
who lives up there.
I see. Okay, I will quickly change the settings. Why don't you guys talk a little bit?
Yeah, Audi, Kaiju, what did you think?
It did show a lot of ingenuity with its drawing. They showed a lot of new monsters over the course of 40 chapters. Nothing like Berserk, where each and every chapter had a new monster coming in.
No way.
But they did have a lot of creativity in it. There was a lot of good work put into it. I'd say, like Bruce said, if it was an introduction to manga, this would be a really good place to start. 40 chapters covers a lot of ground, like bullet fast pacing. You like anyone who's into like really fast consuming, quickly consuming manga, they'll really love this. And
I see.
there's obviously the the nod to the original Kaiju, our good old Godzilla,
Our boy.
which shows up.
Yes, of course, the original Kaiju, of course.
And there are all sorts of references put in there. I think there was another reference to another manga, but I don't remember which one it was. I didn't read it because I was reading the other thing, What Do You Need a Skill? And I told Bro about this, but I still remember. Bro, do you remember by any chance if
There was a reference to another manga.
Yeah, there was something they did which resembled something else, like some other manga, like something else another manga had done, basically. So, and I felt like that was the case. I don't know exactly.
What
Which manga?
I felt
Which
like it
part are you
resembled.
talking about of the?
Again, I don't remember. Like my memory is a bit hazy, but then all I remembered was it reminds me of Boku no Hero Academia because of this thing examination, the test.
Yeah.
And then another part was like some other manga. And again, not entirely sure.
Okay, we have a comment on Reddit, which I'm checking through my little tab over
Yes.
here, which says, "Do you know what Eddsworld is? EDDSWORLD." No, I do not know Eddsworld.
No.
We do not know Eddsworld.
I'm not gonna look into it because it's a Reddit comment.
Wow. Yeah, if you could tell us what it's about, that would be great.
Yeah.
We would like to discuss it, but we haven't heard of it, not yet, at least.
Ed's World, the brave adventures of Ed and his troubling group of friends as they tackle zombies, demons, clones, and everyday life.
That does sound
It's an
very
American. No, but it's an American cartoon.
Very shonen cartoon apparently.
Yep. If that was a manga, I would say that is like very, very shonen.
Yep, sounds like that.
I don't know.
But yeah, you don't remember the manga Audi that it references. You forgot.
Nah, I forgot. I'll have to check back again. But basically, my conclusion was that this thing was taking up a lot of inspiration from this thing like manga that we know of that are extremely popular right now.
Yeah.
And it was doing a pretty good job of it. It was not like blatantly copying and ripping it off from them. It subtly put it in there, and you kind of like there's a reference to that. Damn, nice.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you got bored of it, Sid. Actually, I don't know why you felt like it was underwhelming.
I didn't
right at the
care
start.
much about. Yeah, it was. I didn't like. I was just browsing through. It was like pretty boring for me.
Naruto 9 says Nakama.
Like.
Pretty
Even
much, yeah.
when I started reading it, like the story, the characters, the way it was progressing, the dialogue, the way they were reacting, like I was just like, yeah, whatever.
It isn't.
It wasn't
just,
interesting enough for me.
Yeah, but it isn't just about shonen stuff. Like it is actually about the dude's life and how he's failed a lot in his life and how he feels bad about it and all that.
Yeah, I don't know what it's about because I haven't read it because I didn't want to.
He can't
I was
relate
bored.
to that,
Maybe you
his
should
life is full
give
of
it
successes.
a chance and then be like, yes,
I don't
okay.
want to give things a chance because if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah, but you
That's
don't know if you like it without even getting the basic plot, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to get that far. If it doesn't catch me early on, I don't keep reading it. Like even people who say, "Hey, the first season is boring. What's the second?" I'm like, no. If it's boring, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to struggle through the first season just because it gets interesting
I'm
later.
saying like the manga was not boring from the start. It's just that you suddenly decided.
For me, it was. That's what I'm saying.
Naruto Online on Reddit says, "Do you watch manhwa?"
Oh, solo leveling is the shit. Okay, I love solo leveling. I absolutely love the hell out of it.
Oh,
But
yeah, I
that's
haven't
kind of
got
our
into that
introduction
yet.
into it. So
There are a
like
couple
we
more
don't.
that I wanted to read, but I haven't
I've read
gotten
a
to yet.
lot of manhwa that I've told Bru. Once he
Yeah.
reads it, we can discuss. Yeah.
Yeah. And Sid, what was that horribly fucked up manhwa you made me read once? It was about that weird spider woman who was having sex with some random
That's
guy.
not a manhwa, dude. That's an American comic.
It's an American comic, I see.
Yes.
I see. Interesting.
Saga.
My God.
Funny, you should read. You of all people should read it, Sid.
What?
Spiders
Yeah, I
and
was
all.
freaked out. That's why I told Bro about it.
I see.
Saga is very popular graphic novel series. Because that's what the Westerners say, graphic novel.
Graphic novel.
Graphic novels, yes. But yeah,
Yes.
okay. Audi, any other thoughts on Kaiju number 8?
Nothing. It's pretty good. It's not. It's nothing like mind blowing or anything. Again, I'll also like to keep up with it. I won't exactly read it right off the bat. There are other things I want to read or keep up. But
Yes, you
I
should.
kind of let this build up another 20-30 chapters and then read it in one stretch.
Yeah. Okay, okay, Naruto09 says, I already finished the novel, so do you want any spoilers? Not yet,
Wait,
because
which one is he talking about?
Solo leveling.
Oh, okay.
So I am keeping up with the manhwa, and I know that the light novels are out there. I just haven't. I just like the manhwa so much that I want to read it. But I'm enjoying this. So I mean, for me personally, even if it's spoiled, it doesn't really matter. But these two don't like spoilers, so I think we would avoid that, and also avoid spoiling anyone else who's watching the stream.
You can give me solo leveling spoilers. I don't think I'll remember it by the time I start
that's
reading
true.
solo
That's
leveling.
Yeah, me too.
My God, you both are
But yeah.
terrible. But yeah, also,
Unless it's like something really, really like seared into memory sort of spoilers, then only then probably I'll most likely forget
I'll
it.
still forget, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Still forget.
if anyone is wondering, I'm a little all over the place by looking around because I'm like making sure the stream is running smoothly overall because we do not have the greatest laptops and I'm trying my best to keep it all running smooth. Just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, okay, so yeah, definitely. So we'll check it out. And my dog is starting to make noise in the background. Yeah. And we can move on to All You Need Is Skill, which
We can move on. You have nothing else to say?
It's a very short manga at the end of the day. There's not much to talk about it because it's very.
So we move on to a shorter manga.
I mean, we have a lot more to talk about it from what I gather.
You know like absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that is also there.
Yeah.
We've discussed our
already
part.
talked about
Yeah,
it
but you all can
yesterday.
still talk about it. I'm still listening and I'm still listening to
that's
what
the
you all
thing,
are
right?
saying.
There's not
and trying
much
to
else to
understand
talk about it.
what you
It's
all like about it.
It's very short as far as volume is concerned, and we kind of covered what we could. Like 40 chapters doesn't have a lot to
You
show
said
for
the
it.
pacing is so much. So what happens in 40 chapters if there's so much pacing? Like,
It's like in 5 chapters, there's an examination arc, and then they go straight into fighting. Then there's a lot of.
Because in the beginning he already was fighting, right? So after that there's an examination arc again.
No, he
wasn't
wasn't.
fighting. See, that's the problem. Now everyone else who's like heard of this manga will be spoiled if they haven't read it, and the people who have already read it are going to be like, this Sid.
Okay, I see.
Asking questions that are answered in chapter 1.
Well,
It is
but
literally in the first chapter why he isn't fighting, and here you are.
I was too bored to pay attention.
There's
Okay,
a while till he gets to
I
fighting.
saw
if you will.
monsters. I saw him. I was like, cool.
You didn't even finish the first chapter. I see.
I did.
You did not.
You
I
did
was
not.
scrolling through it.
You certainly did.
I was scrolling through it. Okay.
You were scrolling. I'm sorry, Sid. Did you mean you were flipping through it?
Yeah, dude, in like my language, when they say scrolling, they mean flipping, they mean
Yes, yes.
scrolling. So translating
Slip
it to
of tongue,
English,
right,
I got
right,
a little confused, sorry.
right.
What a dumbass
It's
language
difficult.
that is. But yeah.
Yeah, it's very difficult, dude. Hindi,
Right.
No, it's not Hindi.
It is.
My God. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so we can talk about All You Need Is Skill, which is a very short manga, which absolutely
Very
hurt.
short.
It hurt me.
Yes. It's written by Ryosuke Takeuchi and illustrated by the great Takeshi Obata, as we all know.
Yeah, and also, like, I believe the novel was written by someone else, then it was
Yes,
translated
yes.
into a manga script by someone
Yeah.
else, and then Obata
So-
did his magic to it.
The novel was written by Hiroshi Sakurazaka and
yeah.
illustrated by Yoshitoshi Abe.
Yeah. Okay, so I will admit straight up, I'm too smooth brained to understand this manga fully.
Same. I'm too unpad.
Yeah.
But I read about. Did you guys read about the ending? Yeah.
I didn't.
I didn't. I was just
Okay,
trying to figure out my own conclusions from it, and
I'll
I was
tell you what I
thoroughly
read.
confused.
Okay.
Okay,
I
I'll
also
tell you
have a
guys
slight
what
idea.
I read and let me know if it makes sense to you.
Wait,
I'll try
don't
to
say it now.
translate
Let's
it.
just discuss
not
it a
now,
bit
not
before,
now. Yeah, let's discuss it.
Okay, yeah. So completely open here. It is. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the ending much at all. But
Yeah, me neither.
Wait. Before we say anything, guys, it's a 17 chapter manga. You can go read it right now and finish it off if you want. And come
While
back
we
to
are
this
talking.
podcast. It's that short, and we'll still be discussing about it. So go read it
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
want.
can go right now.
also,
We'll have,
Cut-
there'll be a
close this
lot of
window.
spoilers in this segment.
Purchase the book
is
legally.
asking, where are you guys from? We are from India.
India.
I am from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, he's also from India, and we three of us just do this for fun. But yeah, we've been watching anime for years and years and years now, and we were like, let's do something fun. And like, let's start a podcast. And I was like, sure. What's the name? And Sid was like, yeah, it's a Weeb101. You know, genius.
As genius as it gets, yes.
And we've never been able to change it so far. Oh,
Yeah.
Random Otaku is saying, how haven't I heard of any of these other than Kaiju number 8? I was recommended Kaiju number 8 by my cousin.
Ah, yes, your cousin who still hasn't joined us in chat.
Yes.
Yeah, it is pretty good. You should read it. Oh, Naruto, as which state?
I mean, which state?
Yeah, we're from
We come from
Maharashtra.
different states.
I'm from this. What you're waiting for me to say a random state.
Oh my god.
I just live in Sikkim. I'll tell the truth.
Yeah, you tell the truth. Maharashtra, yeah, we're from Maharashtra. Anyway,
Hey,
Now he's going to ask which city, and then it starts getting a bit suspicious.
by the way, I'm also in. Yes, I think that was pretty telling
Obvious,
when you
yes.
asked which state, because usually nobody gives a shit about Indian
I'll
states.
ask you which city, which ward, what's your address? Can I
And-
come?
And I will let you know Sid's address immediately.
Yes, sure.
yeah.
You
All
can
you
let them know.
All you need is skill. Started off for some reason. The art style very similar. He hasn't changed the overall style that he usually uses. So that is pretty cool. I enjoyed the art a lot.
Okay.
More like Bakuman rather than
Yeah.
Death Note.
And he also
It's his classic style. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mimics, there are mimics. It's a very interesting
Yes, the
thing to do
mimics.
as well. Also, just as a quick introduction to those who don't know about the manga at all, it's basically this manga where this guy wakes up and he has a dream that he dies. And
Yes.
he wakes up, his friend is like talking to him, and they both are in a military encampment sort of thing, and they're going to fight in a war against these mimics which have started taking over the world. And they're part of the Japan military for extinguishing these mimics. And he like dreams that he dies to a mimic, and somebody is talking to him, and he wakes up. It seems like he's done all this before, slight deja vu. And then it turns out that he actually is on the battlefield, and the mimic actually does kill him. And he wakes up again in the same spot.
Your audio is
So-
dying again and
Yeah,
again,
a bit
by the
again.
way.
So it is basically a time loop kind of story where he's just stuck in a time loop every time he dies. Every time he dies, he goes back to that
yeah.
No
first
idea
point.
what you said there. Yes, but yes, bro, you are right.
Yes. We know the plot, but basically they're stuck in a time loop and they kind of have to.
I can see that my volume is fine on OBS, so I'm
No,
not
so
sure.
for us, I don't know if it's on the stream. Where is our mod, by the way? But
Every
for us,
few
anyways,
seconds, you get muted for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you speak for 10 seconds and you're muted for 2 seconds. That's how it happens.
Okay, I
it's like a
have
weird
no
interruption.
idea.
It's like
Yeah.
a uneven
Everything
interruption.
seems fine for me over here. I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's basically a time
Let's-
loop manga. And
Naruto9 on Reddit says, "Let's talk about your personal favorite anime so far." We'll get to that afterwards.
Yeah,
We've
we'll
already
get to
done
that.
this segment
We'll
multiple
do
times
like a
before.
quiz.
Stick
We'll do-
around till the end.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
do
do a
that.
question answer session type of thing at the end.
Yes.
We'll just finish discussing this manga first. Yeah, so it seemed like a generic, like, yeah, it's a time loop. He's gonna die. He's gonna come back. But actually, did a lot better than I expected.
Yes,
I
a
didn't.
lot
I didn't
better.
think I would like it that much.
I like it more than the movie, at least. The Tom Cruise movie, Edge of Tomorrow, it's based on this manga. All you need is
Oh.
skill, for those who've seen it. Yeah. It's the same thing. Have you seen the movie already?
I remember. No, I didn't watch it, but I remember you telling me something about a movie being based on a manga, an American movie being based on a manga. And I think you said it was about All You Need Is Skill.
Yeah.
I searched up after I got done with it. I was searching up about All You Need Is Skill, and I saw the Tom Cruise poster of that. Like, this
The
brings back
mimics
some
look
memories.
very different, by the way, in the movie and in the manga.
That's one thing I wanted to ask, by the way. Do they? Okay, firstly, bro, your audio seems to be fine for random otakus. I'm assuming the stream is okay.
It's just for us. On
I think it's just
Discord.
for us.
Yeah.
Fix your
I
net,
think it's some
guys.
Discord shit. Nothing
Yeah.
else.
your
But
net.
anyways, continue. Yes, sorry. You were
so
saying.
the mimics, when they said mimics, my first impression was I thought the mimics would kind of, be
Like
the
actual
definition of a
mimics?
mimic, an actual mimic,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a mimic from D&D, where they kind
Yes.
of take over the real world by taking forms of real world objects, or assuming another person's form or some shit. That's how I imagined it to be. I didn't think there'd be this, bulbous ball full of teeth, apparently just
They're
running at you with
machines.
spikes.
The mimics are
they
machines built by aliens that were sent to the planet to like terraform it for the aliens to arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were machines. I thought they were beasts or something. It makes sense that they're machines. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They're like alien technology, so machines aren't really like human machines, I guess.
I guess. But yeah, my first impression was I was a bit confused when I read the word mimic and that at saw that at the same time. Like, what the fuck is this shit? But yeah, keeping that aside, 17 chapters, pretty mindfucky towards the end, if you will.
A lot happened, huh?
I did not understand the.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, so here's what we know about this
Yes.
manga. Okay, we know that if that every time he dies, he comes back to the same spot he was in, and he's getting worse and worse headaches every time he comes back. And he basically does like it reminded me of Solo Leveling, actually, where he basically just dies 100 times and he keeps improving his skill each time, that he becomes like this god of war. He becomes a god of war who's like destroying mimics left, right, and center of the battlefield. Except he realizes that the top soldier in Japan is also a person who's
In the world,
Yeah.
not Japan.
Oh, sorry. I mean, top soldier in the world who's fighting in Japan. Sorry.
Yes.
She also kept going through this time loop and getting stronger and stronger and became completely OP.
What do you? I have no
your
idea.
audio's dead again.
Can you repeat that?
I said
hear you.
she becomes OP by going through the same time loop that he went through.
Yes.
And so eventually she says something like there is a transmitter mimic, there is a server mimic, and there
Yes.
is
So
And
that's
some other
all.
mimic.
server antenna. No,
Yeah.
there
So
are two types of
The
mimics. and an
mimics,
antenna.
right? We know so the mimics have the power to make time loop. They give out this. They mentioned it in one chapter. They put out these particles called tachyon particles or something. I don't know how to
particles,
pronounce
yeah.
that word. Yeah, which apparently can make time loop, and I think with every time loop the number also increases or something.
Yeah.
The number of and
It
then
adjusts the number
It's-
of
It's
things.
basically what, like how she collected. It's basically backup files, if you will. The more mimics there are.
and she broke out of the time loop by killing the server, the server mimic before. And here in this, what's the main guy's name? KG.
KG.
So apparently
Kaiju,
KG becomes a rogue server. Okay. That's why with every time loop he is able to retain his memories, and since she is not a rogue server, she doesn't know what's happening. That's why every single time KG has to inform her about
Yeah,
what
but
is
that's
happening.
the thing. She was the rogue server as well in the past.
Before, yeah.
But she
But this time
legitimized
she's
herself.
But this time she's an antenna. Apparently, she acts as an antenna. That's why in the end, what happened had to happen, so that
But
the
don't they
time
need to
loop still
destroy
doesn't
the
happen.
server anyway?
Yeah, so they did destroy the server, right?
Why did they destroy the server? What about him as a server? He also became a server, right?
Yeah, so apparently if you destroy the server, the main server is I'll tell you what I understood. So the main server is the
Okay.
one that's carrying out the time loop, right?
Yeah.
And the rogue server is the one that's like, there, but it's not the one that's starting the process.
Okay.
So once you kill, he doesn't have to necessarily still have the time loop because he's just the rogue server. So he's just like an infiltrator, I guess, in the whole thing. I don't understand. But apparently the mimics were also trying to stop them because with every time loop, even the mimics knew what was going to happen. That's why the mimics also tried to kill him when he was like
Yeah,
at
they
bridge
just
and
kept
came
relentlessly
to a
chasing
house
them.
or something, right?
So
Yeah.
Naruto Online says that blue one was rare. You can only have that ability by killing that one. I see. But I'm still confused as to, okay, so if she was a server in the past or an antenna in the past and not one currently, because she's clearly not part of the time loop, why did she have to die?
Because if the mimic dies, right, you can still use the antenna to transmit the signal to reset the loop, apparently. So she was an antenna because she was this in the past, apparently. So I was like, wait, do I need to understand how networking works to like understand this shit? Because I don't know what's going on.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
What the hell is going
Oh
on?
my god.
Okay, is there anyone in chat
So
who's
apparently-
like Giga Brain and can explain this to us, please?
Yes.
Because we are too
We are too
smooth-brained for this.
confused.
All
Yeah.
our moderators
So
says,
it
I
seemed
think all you need kill.
confusing. So I think so if you guys want like the main link I read or that was helping me understand the ending, I guess I'll send it to you guys and you guys can let me know if you understand anything, because it was very confusing for me too.
Can
It
we
was
read
very
it out on stream so that and just have you explain your version of it at the very least?
My version,
Your version? Their version?
my version comes from what I read because I didn't understand the ending either.
Then let us all understand it, I guess, at the same time, because otherwise it will just be us silently reading on stream.
No, you won't silently read. I'm still trying to break it down. But yeah, it was the mech suits were pretty cool.
Yeah, the mech
I'll
suits
say
were
that.
pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I like the weapons. And yeah, did you see how the mimics looked in the movie, by the way?
No, I didn't. But I'm putting
Not
up a
really,
picture
no.
of the mimics in the manga on stream right now.
Mimics in the manga also look very familiar, dude. I can't place it where man.
Well, it's
The
it's a
Naruto
black
09
blob.
says the alpha was the thing that restarted the time, but the blue mimic is the thing that triggered the restart by getting killed.
Oh, is that why you had to kill them in a specific order? Because otherwise it would just keep getting reset? Is that the logic?
Why with the blue mimic's memory, they already know what was going to happen.
Murky Place 46077 said,
Can you all sing Numa Numai?
What's that? What
no.
game is that? I have
don't
no
think
clue.
you want us to sing anything, because
What is that though?
our resident singer Sid here is
What is
capable of destroying
what is
glass
that?
and lives with his voice alone.
No, but
When
what
he
is
sings.
that?
Yes.
I don't know.
We have no
that
idea.
some-
This guy.
Oh, okay. I thought it's
guy on
something you
Reddit.
guys knew.
No,
Okay.
no.
But yes, I sent you a picture of how the mimics look in.
Yeah.
You see how different it is. Like they made it
Wait,
like.
Oh,
What
no, I
was the
didn't see them.
game, dude? Was the game called Parasite, where like your arm had like weird
Oh, what
weird
the fuck
aliens?
is this?
Yeah.
Yo, they're like crazy. I
Yeah,
can see
that-
why they have the. It's
Okay,
like similar inspiration.
You guys started talking about it way too quickly, and now I need to get put down this image somehow. But yeah,
No, I can
Control
keep
9K
the-
says
ah,
it's a Romanian song. The one I guess the other person told us to
I
sing.
see.
we can barely sing in English. I don't think we can sing in either.
Oh yeah, Prototype. Yeah, moderator says. Yeah, dude. Do you remember the game Prototype, where there's like this weird alien creature that was part of you? You could turn it into different things. You were like this weird alien creature. Have you ever played it
I
already?
remember this. I remember hearing about this. Hold on.
Dude, it was really popular. And then there was Prototype 2. Yeah.
This shit.
That's what the movie mimics remind me of. Those creatures.
I see. I can see why. I don't know why this reminded me of Infamous: The Second Son. It's also a similar
Infamous,
this thing.
yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to put up this picture. This
Yeah, no,
absolutely
it's fine.
disgusting. Also, guys, if you're watching on Instagram or Reddit, You can find us on YouTube if you want. We will be able to show you the images over there. Also, Goofy Movie Watcher says Ozone. Yes, it seems to be an Ozone song. Yes, I just googled it actually. And Naruto Online says you have to literally
Bathe.
the blue mimic's blood while dying to replace the mimic. I see, and get the
Oh,
buff for
I
yourself.
see.
Interesting.
That just confused me more, if I'm being honest. I really can't understand this.
So you have to acquire the powers by virtue of killing them
See,
and then
these people
absorbing
got
their
all-
DNA.
These people got
APS Jerry
all
says-
these information from reading it once, okay? And we read it and we had no idea what the fuck was going on. We're dumb as shit. We're really fucking dumb.
I think these guys also probably read it once and then like read the theories over and over just to kind of understand piece by piece what the fuck was happening.
Hey, but someone must have read it to understand the whole thing together.
Hey, I think we are
Like,
just,
whenever-
I think we are just dumb, you know.
Whenever
Yeah.
time comes into play, I'm too dumb to
Yeah,
understand.
it gets a
this.
bit fuzzy. It gets a bit confusing.
Atheist Jenny
Yeah.
asks, which anime are you guys reviewing? I wouldn't say reviewing, more like misunderstanding. But
Trying
we're
to
talking
understand.
about all you need
Yeah.
is skill.
Yeah,
And,
all you need is skill.
Goofy Movie Watcher says favorite song. I would probably say something like Bohemian Rhapsody, because I check every time I look at new headphones or earphones, if somebody else has bought it or I've bought it, I just listen to Bohemian Rhapsody because it's so beautifully composed.
Favorite song, like in general,
Yeah.
that's very difficult for me
Wait,
to say.
Weebs. I like the oral
yeah.
cigarettes. Hey kids.
Oh my god. Audi, what's your favorite song?
Also, Naruto Online says
Why?
simply the blood must mix with yours. See, out of context, that comment is like really weird to read, but yes, I understand what you're saying now.
Alien STD is the way to go. Yes.
Those particles need to get inside you or something like that, I guess.
Maybe. I
Yeah,
think.
basically
Yeah.
you need to have the particles mixed
In
with
order to
your
calibrate with the tachyon particles you needed inside you.
Real smart.
Big smart.
Yeah. But did you get a chance to look at that? Did you understand anything from it? The loop and the break and why she had to GG and whatnot?
Absolutely not.
No.
Well, welcome to Weeb101. We're real smart people here.
Yes, we do not understand it, and we're not going to pretend to.
Either that or
Yeah,
the
we're not
author
gonna
is just on
pretend
like another, on like the fifth plane of
Yeah, the
existence
author
or
is like on so
something.
much
It's like-
acid right now. It's not even funny. Like he just wrote
Yeah.
some shit.
we can't catch up with that
It's
shit
either
though.
genius or it's stupid. I don't know which one.
See, there are people who claim to understand, like a lot of these guys in chat and people online say they understood it. I bet Forrest Dan also say like he understood it, but like
Is it like
we
a
have
solid
no
theory?
clue.
This blood thing, like
Yeah, because they
he's
say
saying it
the
with such
particles
confidence.
have to mix with your
Yeah.
body, or they
No,
go
but
into-
is
they're
it?
exposed
They
to the
never explain
particles.
anything about blood mixing and shit like that. They never say that. So is it
No,
like
they do
proper?
say something about the particles going into the bloodstream. I think, right?
Random
Do they?
Otaku says I don't listen to many songs. I only listen to anime songs. My favorite song is Hunter x Hunter Ending 2.
Hey, you're just obsessed with Hunter x Hunter right now, Random Otaku. Please don't lie to
Yes.
us. You just love the series too much. That's why.
Yes, he loves it too much right now.
That is true.
Guys on Reddit, we just in case you're confused, we are conversing with viewers on our YouTube stream as well. So if you want, you can check out our stream over there.
Yes.
But you can
Whatever is
continue watching over
comfortable
here
for
as
you.
well.
We are
Yes,
basically
whatever.
everywhere right now. Everywhere.
Yeah, omnipresent. Yes.
Simply the blood must be. Yeah, see, I didn't read the. I don't know if it was there. I don't think it was like heavily mentioned. But I don't know. Like it seemed a bit
I
odd that
think
the
it
blood needs to
was-
mix for it to take effect or some shit.
No, I think
I felt like it was a result of killing that one mimic, and that's
Yeah,
why
but
they
if-
had the same case. But I
No,
don't
but
know.
if the particles had to like mix, maybe yeah, it makes sense that the like it has to enter your bloodstream. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Right? Yeah, because how else would it work? Like
Also, was it if that's the case, was it the only blue mimic that was there, like between Rita and KG? I'm
do
pretty
not
sure
know.
these blue mimics would have been around a lot longer, right? There would have been a couple of other people that would have killed one of these blue mimics and would have suffered.
all of them
this
kept
loop.
dying, dude. They were
Yeah.
like the strongest ones on the field, so that
Yeah.
makes sense, right?
Also,
that they could get that
Naruto
far.
says, to be precise, it's a pretty fucked up story without much explanation. Yes, that I
Yeah.
can
Yeah, not wrong. Yeah, you know what? That's one way of summarizing it. Yes.
And
Yes.
Digging Hard says, which one is you 25?
Not sure what that question is. I'm a bit.
I'm more curious about your
Concerned.
username. How did you come up with Dicking Hard as a Reddit username? And how were you the first one to think of it? Because that sounds like a Reddit username that should
Yeah,
have
it
been
sounds
taken.
very common for Reddit.
Yeah, but
Also, I don't know how much of the light novel is covered in the manga. Is it all of it? Is it a portion? Like, I have no idea. Do any of
it
y'all know?
seems to be the whole thing because
Mm-hmm.
the story has a pretty satisfying ending, right?
Yeah, that's what it ends like properly. Seems like it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The one mistake they made, okay, was assuming that even people like me were too dumb to get certain things because they're like, this guy's talking to her and she's like, yeah, you will do well in the future. I'm like, hey, you're gonna die, aren't you? Isn't that the thing? Like, you have some shit in your body. You went back in time.
Audi,
too
you
many times
understood
just
what
to
he's
die.
saying? Audi, can you hear it? Yeah, pretty nice. Right?
And, oh my god!
Sorry, your audio is dying again.
If you do that every time, it's just annoying for Weeb listeners because everyone can hear me fine.
Yeah, I know. But what can you really expect us to
Like, see,
react to something we can't
stop
hear?
it because every
Yeah.
now and then it's like 2 seconds and sometimes like 15
Like,
seconds.
My
you're
God.
So we
making an
can't help but
important
either
point.
let you carry on.
And
or
we're like,
you-
Okay, 80s Jerry asks, what's better, YouTube or Reddit? I think it just depends on what you're doing. YouTube is great for mindless entertainment. And
What Drew
Reddit,
said.
I love Reddit because there's a lot of discussion. There's a lot of cool stuff that I would have never found out on my own. So like all kinds of crazy stuff. I go to Reddit for
Exactly.
a lot of tech help a lot of times as well. Even though these guys use me as tech help, I don't know.
well, you know, it has,
Dickie
Okay,
Hat
I'm
says,
going to
okay,
be
I'm going to be
honest.
honest here, none of you look 25. Yeah, we are technically don't, okay, Sid looks like an old man anyway, like I can't really help that.
yeah,
He's
you
just
can't
too
really
old.
blame him there. Yeah.
I am 26, I'm going to be 26. What's my age? I forgot my age.
25.
Oh,
you
I am
are 25
Okay,
actually.
so
Yeah, you're
you're 26 to be
25.
26.
I am
yeah.
38 and Audi is 22.
Yes.
Audi
Yeah,
is actually
evidently.
24, so that's pretty close. That's
25.
closest. What? You're 25?
We're the same age. It's like, wait until your birthday is coming up, then you're going to be 26.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Dicking Hard. We realize that like none of us look anything like we're
The age we're
25.
supposed to be. Indians just age very poorly. That's all. Don't
No,
worry.
it's not even about Indians. You know, when
Wow,
when
Adi.
your life is as bad as ours, you definitely look older. Don't worry. One day we'll become like huge streamers and we'll be able to afford plastic surgery. I guess I don't know.
It's so
Maybe a
bad you
healthier
want to see.
lifestyle, if not plastic surgery, but yes, one or the other.
It Jerry says you guys look more like 26. Yes, I'm turning 26 this year in a few days actually. And Dicking Hard says F. Yes, F in chat for us old fucks, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Dicking Jerry just came in. Sorry, Dicking Jerry. I guess Jerry. And Dicking Hard.
Jerry.
Sorry.
You mixed their
Yeah, I mixed
username.
their username. Damn, I created a new person. But Dicking Hard just came in and ended all our careers right there and went out with an
Yes.
F.
I'm going to be
Oh.
40 soon.
Yeah, basically.
See, 38 to 40.
Yeah.
Works.
That comes in line with Sid's math
Yes.
abilities, I must say.
You forget math the older you get, right? So makes
Okay,
sense.
you know what? I
doesn't it?
really have to read out this username because wholesome cum bubble just commented.
Thanks for demonetizing us with your usernames.
What would be the name of the movie starring you three?
What?
The
What
Three
to lose in
Musketeers?
life?
Hey,
How to
Audi,
lose
come
in
on.
life?
Stay back, Audi. That's a shitty ass shit title, bro. The Three Musketeers, really.
I don't know. I'm trying
Really?
to guess movies with 3 stars.
The three horsemen of mental illnesses.
Yeah, probably. I like that. I like that one. Yeah.
That would be very good.
The three Weebs of mental
Naruto 09
illnesses.
says, look at Billie Eilish. How old does she look? I genuinely don't know how old. Is she like 20?
I think around 1920, I would guess. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
think
god,
so.
I feel old.
Yeah.
Never really got into
Dicking Hard
music.
says the title would be Tales
Yeah,
of
Audi-
Balding. Hey!
Oh my God.
Hey, hold up. Now, I will correct you on this one thing. I am not balding. I just shave my hair. If I let this grow out long enough, it'll look like I actually have hair. Brew, on the other hand, is balding and Sid is bald.
I have the same disease as you, Audi.
And I may have more of it, but I'm still not balding, you see.
Naruto 09 says, and she looks 30.
Trace of balding.
Well, Maybe it wasn't a good idea to go to Reddit.
Well,
I feel like we should have expected
Deal with
this
it.
by this point.
No, but I mean, thank you guys for chatting, even though it's calling us bald. That we haven't had human contact in a long time because we have no friends except each other. So we're glad to make
Yes.
some new friends, even if it is you guys shitting all over us. Also,
We can't hear Bruce's message, but we'll
we
take
can't
his
hear
word for
whatever
it.
Bruce
Yes.
saying, but yeah, sure.
also wholesome cum bubble is definitely a username I wanted to read today. It was really fun. Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder what sparked that name in the first place. It's so interesting.
Denial is always the first symptom. Well, shit.
Yes, that is true. Audi is in denial all the time.
Denial of what his balding.
This is
Yes.
not
Oh, yeah.
bald. This is hair.
And nope, you are definitely bald. Anyway,
Definitely.
yeah. So the
Dream vacation spot.
Yeah, only-
I like
only
how
thing-
this guy with this name is asking such wholesome questions.
Naruto Online says, I'm quitting anime and manga. Now I know what it can do to you. Hey, I will have you know that this is not because of anime and manga. This is just me not taking care of my
It was
health.
because of poor life choices.
Yes. Poor life choices. Don't be us. Do something with your lives instead.
Yes.
But yeah,
Illicit substances were involved.
There was one thing that I was a little confused about in the manga. Okay.
Yes.
They make the coffee and then the attack happens and they can't drink the coffee. And the next day he goes there and the coffee has like mold on it. I've never had that happen to me. Has your
Coffee
coffee
with
just
mold.
grown mold that quickly ever?
I don't think coffee can have mold. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never. I
come
don't
across-
remember
I think
reading
I've
that
left
part.
coffee out long enough to know that it
And
can't
come on,
grow
like he
mold.
just drinks the coffee right after anyway. Like, could you at least like remove the mold, dude? I don't think it's gonna do you any good.
I think he just gave up after that point. He's like, fuck it.
Random Otaku is saying there is a big insect on the screen.
Well,
Is
he
that,
talking
Is
about-
that our mimics? Is that
Yeah.
are you talking about the mimics? Random
Are you
Otaku?
talking about Audi?
Yes, either one could be right.
there is a big.
Yes.
Atheist Jerry says coffee can't mold because it's 0 calories. But see, that's the thing. The coffee develops mold, and this idiot just drinks it as it is. He's like, I lost the love of my life. Let
Hey,
me
that
drink
sounds
this
like
sick
brew.
coffee.
That sounds like what Brew would do. The amount of moldy things if consumed is not
Hey,
surprising.
hello. Okay, I have eaten fermented stuff. That is not the same.
Yes,
Thin line
fermentation.
between fermenting and rotting over there, you know.
Hey, what? I thought it's just kimchi.
Moldy kimchi.
No, and I've
Yes.
also made a lot of pickled vegetables which are also not rotting. They're just fermented.
Or did you
Pickled.
remember
It's
the
a very-
gochujang? And he got
Oh,
to
I
your
didn't
place.
yeah.
eat it. I didn't eat it after it got
I will
mold.
say that
threw
was
it out.
strong. It had flavor, if you
Oh my
will,
God.
additional flavor.
I
Changed
threw out-
color.
You were
I
willing
threw
to
out
fucking
the-
eat it. You were
I
willing
was
to
not
use
willing
that
to
shit.
eat it.
Until both of us had to fucking interview, like, yo, this shit is fucking spoiled. Throw this shit out.
Okay, I smelt it and it seemed fine, but then I saw the mold afterwards and I was like, okay, that's not okay.
Right.
Let's remove that part. That's what I'm saying. Remove the part with the mold and then drink the coffee. Why do you drink it with the mold?
But Random Otaku was talking about the insect on his screen, apparently.
Dude, what about? What are you high
He's
on? I'm very
narrating his
curious.
life.
I would really like to be high on the same thing.
He's like, man, I don't know what these guys are talking about. Ooh, there's an insect on my screen. That's more interesting than this podcast right now.
Okay,
There's an insect on my screen. I should
think
tell it to these
Jerry-
3 guys on the internet.
Atheist Jerry is asking, have you guys ever had a fermented hamburger? No, but I've eaten fermented burgers in the sense that I put kimchi on it instead of anything else. So
Is it
technically
fermented as in the
fermented.
whole thing is fermented or like parts
Hey,
of
we've
it are
had
fermented?
fermented hamburgers, like in India when we go to the
Digging
store
Hard.
and like, you know, it's a day old and they give it
I
to
see.
you. That's fermented hamburger.
Yes.
That is probably just mold there, no fermentation. Also, Digging Hard says fermented foods are good for digestion. Exactly. Kimchi and kombucha, beautiful. Love
What
both
did
of
he
them.
say?
He said
Fermented foods are good for digestion.
Yes.
Mold, not so much. No.
Yeah.
Mold's also
part
good. It
is-
clears everything out.
Sure, yes.
This is why
Bottom
I don't
to
get
bottom,
life
if you will.
advice from Sid because he's going to tell you, like, if you want a detox, eat some freaking mold.
Yeah.
Just shit everything out.
Have you guys gotten any weird DMs on you? No, just the weird username so far.
Yeah, and
We're hoping to get some more attention. Yes.
are you asking because you want to send us a creepy DM? I'm not sure. Dude, okay. Aditya Yadav 97512 says, dude in purple shirt, did you hair transplant. No, I'm just
Oh,
balding.
come
Wait,
off it.
who are they talking
I'm
about?
the purple guy, me.
Oh, okay. I didn't even. I
Oh.
thought yours was black for some reason. Actually. Oh yes, he
I see.
definitely did have a hair transplant.
Oh yeah,
yes.
looks like it, right?
Not
yeah,
really, no.
I can understand where that question is coming from.
Damn, I should change the title of this episode to 3 Balding Weebs, because
Yeah, I
that's
know,
what we're
we-
talking
yeah,
about
basically
apparently.
that. Dicking Heart says, not gonna lie, you guys are fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is actually not a compliment we expected to get after you talking about us being bald.
Yes.
But yeah, Wholesome Comable says, I got you guys with the weird DMs. Okay, this is my Reddit
I can't
account, so
get
I'm gonna
over
feel
the
bad
fucking-
about this.
Send
okay?
it, send it,
Oh my god.
send it.
But yeah, I'm really happy to have you guys chatting because we really love to talk anime and manga and also about our bald spots.
Yes.
Dude. Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, so I just don't get the moldy coffee part. Like, you could have just had the coffee without the freaking mold. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I think after looping like 115 times, you kind of just stop giving a fuck and like.
So what
You
you
just look
would
at it and
like
go-
to have, like, I don't know, diarrhea for the
You
next
just
20
know that you're
loops?
going to
See,
go back to the same day and have
Would you
regular
rather
coffee
fight
again.
alien machines or get diarrhea? You choose, bro.
He didn't have to drink the coffee.
Choose.
He
You
didn't
choose.
have to.
You
He
have
could
to
just
choose.
not-
You're not choosing.
He chose to spice his day up a bit.
Yeah.
You know, fucking.
Haven't gotten
had
diarrhea
the
in a
usual
while.
coffee. Now it has mold.
Dude, how many times did he poop during that time loop? How you tell me?
I don't know and I don't want to know. That's
Certainly more than the previous ones. That's
I
for
would
certain.
definitely not like any manga to go that route, okay? Okay, Ahmed says, what do you think about hair transplant dude in blue shirt? Well,
Dude in blue shirt.
What do you think about what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
He said, "What do you think about hair transplant dude in blue shirt?" I'm assuming he's asking if the guy in the blue shirt wants a hair transplant.
Ah, I see.
sure. Okay,
Yes.
Jerry says this is the best broadcast on all of Reddit. Wow, thanks. That's like I feel like that's too much of a compliment. Like, we're literally just sitting and messing around.
Dude,
Whose account
I
is this?
have
It's
a
my
weird...
account. Okay, if you're gonna be sending me something creepy, at least make it
Bro.
entertaining.
Hey, I got a weird thought related to the thing I just said earlier. So if
Yeah.
he poops every day during the time loop, right? Does his
Yeah.
poop look the same every single day?
Yes.
No, not necessarily, because he could be eating
It
different
does.
things.
But
Yeah, what
but he
could
but
be?
it says but it
Eating
says he
different
does say
things.
that
He
he
could
eats
be-
the same thing every day, right?
Yeah, but or he could be putting a different amount of pressure every day. I don't know.
He could be cutting it off
Maybe.
before it
Yeah,
I
like,
see.
okay, we're streaming on Reddit. Everybody knows the poop knife story on Reddit. Yeah, he could be using a poop knife one day and one day he could not be. Okay, he was going through a breakup. Cut that guy some slack. Wow, Reddit's roasting. Reddit is just like roasting us or calling us good things, and it's very interesting to hear.
You're reconsidering your decision.
It is
Will you
Julia's
guys
Williams
broadcast every-
So no, we are gonna do this twice a week. Once on Wednesdays usually, and once on
Yes.
Saturdays. But we made it a Sunday. And if you do want to see more stuff, okay. So we have the usual self promo stuff everywhere. Okay, we have our Discord, and we also put out like analysis videos on YouTube about different anime.
Yes,
content.
yes.
Yes,
So
Bruce
you-
saying a lot of things, huh?
Okay, just ignore the other two. You can hear me. They don't need to hear me.
Random Otaku says it has been 48 minutes in the stream started. I have not understood anything that has happened.
Don't worry,
God.
neither have we. We're on the same fucking boat.
But yeah,
Random
we
otaku,
have a YouTube channel where we put out videos analyzing the animation in anime and the stories and the characters and theories and so on. So if you want, you can check that out. That's what we. Sid is just mocking me right now. I see. But yeah, we will stream twice a week if you'd like to. But what's on the menu? I'm not sure what's on the menu.
Moldy coffee, evidently.
And kimchi. Do you have your subreddit? Cutler 69,000.
Nice.
Nice. No, we don't. We don't have a subreddit.
We don't have subreddit.
Guys, like we are not like famous or anything like that to have our own subreddit. In fact, this is the most interaction we've got in like ages. Like actually ages.
Where's the Discord link?
We have
you
some
want me to
boys
put up
on
the Discord
YouTube.
link?
We have some boys on YouTube we keep talking to during
Yeah.
our streams, but yeah, for Reddit
Like
it's the first.
Reddit is definitely a first, and we had
Yeah.
like 10 people on YouTube. I think that was the highlight of our lives.
Hmm.
And yeah, okay. Audi,
By the way,
would you be
Forrest
able to
Dan is
send
missing.
Would you be able to send the Discord link?
I
I'm
think
sending it
he-
on our
I
text.
think he got disappointed
Yeah.
that we didn't understand all you need is skill, and he's like, "Fuck these guys."
Forrest Dan is for those of you watching on Reddit. Forrest Dan is like this dude who always comes up in our YouTube stream, and
Yes.
he usually calls us pathetic and he do something wrong. So I'm pretty sure he's very disappointed in us right now.
Yes, quite disappointed.
It's like these freaking weebs can't even get one thing right. But yeah, okay, I will send the Discord link on to Reddit chat. Dicking Heart also has thoughts on Detroit Metal City. Well, anyone has any thoughts?
Can you hear Brew?
Oh my god.
Can you hear Brew?
No, I don't know if he was speaking or not. Because
Oh, even I don't know when he's
Why
speaking
is
or
this
not.
happening? I'm nobody on chat is saying they
it's a
can't
very
hear
unique
me.
issue.
This
on
is
Discord.
your
Yes.
issue. You guys and your net. Internet, please.
But yeah, I haven't
Detroit
actually
Metal
read Detroit
City.
Metal City, so I don't have any thoughts here. But we can check
It's
it
a
out if you recommend
music
it.
comedy. So I'm assuming it's a musical comedy, but it's Soichi Negishi moves to Tokyo, joins a death metal band, and is nicknamed the Demon Emperor.
I see.
I see. Interesting.
It's a very interesting turn of events, I must say.
Okay, I have
It's a music manga, it seems.
I have put
Ooh,
the
interesting.
Discord link if anyone wants to join and just talk to us. We also
It's a
update
black
you.
comedy. Ooh, black
He
comedy
looks like-
manga series.
He looks like one of the Kiss members,
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
but with blonde hair instead.
Okay, Atheist Jerry says, I thought you guys were in America. No, we wish we were somewhere else, but we are in India.
No,
Yes.
we are in Tuvalu. I don't know.
Well, yes.
Aditya Yadav says, talk about aliens in context to India. That seems a little political. I don't want to get into that. If that's what you're asking.
Yes, we heard what Bruce said.
Yes. What did you say again?
Can you repeat it for us?
Reddit comment we got. What talk about aliens in context to India?
Yeah. What did you say after that?
Oh, that it seems a bit political. I don't know if we want to get into that.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, religion is a very touchy subject for
Nobody even
India.
said religion. Adi, he just said talk
Adi.
about aliens.
Adi, shh. They're behind you. They can hear you, Adi. Shh.
My God, you guys are just like.
Random Otaku says, I can hear. Yeah, see, it's a weird Discord problem that the both of us, Sid and I, are having right now. So we're not entirely sure
That
what
he's
is causing
having,
the issue.
Adi. We are not the problem.
Okay, Atheist Jerry says, what is better, Hindi or Telugu? Seeing how I don't know Telugu, I would probably say Hindi because I can at least understand.
Brew is better at Hindi than Telugu.
Yes. I'm pretty bad at both. Okay, I will say that. But
Hey, but your language isn't even Telugu, right?
yeah.
So, makes sense.
And Dicking Heart says, beware, IT Cell is watching. I
Yes.
see. Okay, Aditya says, Indian UFO scene. Oh, okay, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that was a thing. And Naruto
There was a
09 says,
UFO sighting recently.
You
Huh?
surely
I
don't
don't
want
know,
to
bro.
get into that being an Indian and living in India. Yeah, living in India is starting to become a little scary for people who okay, let's not get into it. But basically, yeah, it's a little
Yes.
scary
He's
because
saying words.
anime is also one thing that a lot of conservative people in India hate for some reason.
No,
Case
they
in
don't
point.
hate, dude. They just think it's for kids. That's all. They're like, I'm not gonna watch
Yeah.
this kid stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
see,
Tinkle and all these kind of comics kind of give that impression, and they kind of just take that on to manga as well. And if it is meant for adults, the case in point, Record of Ragnarok, which does Indian religion really badly.
I
So
wouldn't say that's the best example to represent manga, but yeah, sure.
not
yeah,
not
but it's
represent
a
manga, but then
precedent, right?
yeah,
Now anything is
it's like one of the bad apples.
yeah, so to speak. So that's the only issue I have with that. But yeah,
At Junagadh UFO site, yeah, oh, okay.
We'll look into that if you want
Junagadh
to.
UFO sighting. Look at that. We can look into that later. Yes.
my God.
Surely you don't want to get into that being an Indian and living in India. Yep. That's a.
If you
We'll just say yep.
if you come to America, you can dress up as your favorite anime character, says Atheist Jerry. So
Oh, we can dress up here as well.
A fun fact. So Sid and I actually went to Comic Con multiple times
Yes.
in India.
We
and-
entered the first one too,
Yeah,
by
we
the
went
way.
the first one too. And I dressed up as Toby from Naruto,
Yes.
except with the mask and everything. I made a really, really terrible mask out of a plate.
Out
and
of a
something.
paper plate.
Yeah, it was horrible. Okay, I must say it was absolutely horrible. Okay, but I was a
Yes.
dumb kid who was like, "Ooh, I can make a plate a mask," and I actually got stopped by the cops in a train station.
At the station, yeah.
Because they wouldn't allow me onto local transportation without the mask hidden away somewhere. So I was just wearing it like half on my face, and the cops thought I was some terrorist or something. I don't even know what they thought. But
They wanted to see your face,
yeah,
basically.
they wanted to
You
see
can't
my
cover
face.
it.
They were like, "No way are you going to be walking around in that mask." And
But that station also, you can understand,
Yeah.
dude, which station it was.
And
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, I was walking home. It was very late. It was like around 11:30 in the night, and I was wearing the mask again because there was no place for me to actually keep it, and I didn't want to throw it away. And these two guys who were walking down the road saw me, got freaked out, thinking I was some weird creep who was following them, and they just ran. They literally ran.
Yes, we heard everything except literally ran.
Yeah. And Holson Kumbubble, our favorite comedians. I am enjoying Bo Burnham's insight.
Yes, Brew is saying
for a
words.
long
Yes,
time
haha, funny.
Bo Burnham, very good.
I have no idea what Brew is saying, dude. We
I don't-
both of us are on like the another side of the podcast,
Favorite
and Brew is talking to the Redditors.
Okay, I don't know why it's happening because my Discord is also showing me the green freaking border every time I talk.
But what was the question? Sorry.
Favorite comedians?
Oh, a lot of guys, dude.
Bo Burnham.
Bobby Lee, Tom Segura, Bill Burr. I can go on forever.
You didn't say Bo Burnham.
Comedy is fun. Bo Burnham is also cool, yeah. Even he's there, but you already said it.
Yeah, okay, cool, got it. Yeah. If you got a chance to be an anime character, who do you want to be?
No one.
I feel like
I want to be a fucking anime character.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's too weird. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be a Weeb. This is Weeb101. Oh shit,
Yes.
great.
No,
I
you-
don't know.
I would like to be like, I don't know, like, you know, some really, really OP character or some really, really rich character. Because like I don't have either of those in real life, so I would just like to have it in a fantasy world, you know, it would work.
Or just
really
like a rich character who has a lot of money and
like,
can do
dude,
whatever.
If I was like Killua from Hunter x Hunter, I mean he does get tortured. That's a bit of a bad thing. But I would have a lot of money, so maybe something like that.
Yes.
The opposite of me, IRL basically.
I
So
see.
you want to be isekai in a place where you're like a billionaire or something,
like
basically.
If I get isekai and I'm like a loser anyway, I'm like, what's the difference? What did I really achieve by getting isekai over here? Nothing.
Random
Saitama
otaku,
seems.
random otaku is quoting us saying, Brew is saying words, haha, Control 9K says you should have cosplayed Obito. And random otaku is saying he wants to be Aluka Zoldyck.
Yeah,
Zoldyck?
no, I don't want to be. Yeah, it's Zoldyck, that's the family. But I don't want to be Zoldyck, any of the Zoldicks because
Random
they're like
otaku
really,
wants
really
to be
messed up.
him.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want to because they're all like really, really messed up. So
Yeah.
Dicking out on Reddit says Saitama seems pretty cool.
yeah, Saitama does seem pretty cool, but he's poor. Okay, like I don't want to be
That is
super
true.
strong and be poor. I would. I would
For a
rather
guy
be
who
very-
surprisingly does a lot of hero work, he surprisingly lives in normal conditions. I don't know. I think he has like he's doing like the Bill Gates, has a lot of money, lives in a very humble environment. If you
Oh,
Did
Bill
you say
Gates lives in a
Bill Gates lives
humble
in a humble
environment?
environment?
Or does he live in a
not humble environment, sorry, like lives like normal
Ooh.
clothes and whatnot.
Oh, Bill Gates lives normally. Oh my god.
Normally, yeah, dude.
You say some interesting
Normally.
things. Also, chat said 69 comments. Nice.
And we have 12 watches so far. Oh, we had 24 at some point. I forgot to mention.
12 of them
And 5
disappeared
on
somewhere.
YouTube. And a few on
And you
Twitch.
can
but
scroll
yeah.
up on our Reddit
What?
chat.
We
Goddamn.
have people on Twitch as well. Twitch is usually dead. That's very.
Yeah, 2 people.
We do?
No
Yeah, 2 people, but no
conversations, but,
comments.
yeah.
Come on, Twitch chat. You're being beaten by Reddit chat and YouTube chat. That's like.
Random Otaku says Aluka is literally the most OP character in all of Hunter x
Yeah,
Hunter.
but
Probably.
she's literally in a prison. She's trapped. She's held against her will. Okay, next
Exactly.
Dicking Art says-
That's what I was gonna
No, we
say.
can.
Dicking
Dicking
Art
Art
says, I'd like
says-
to be a protagonist of a generic ecchi. Yes.
The name
Of course
suggests
you
that,
would.
yes.
Hey, what's this Pranit was saying about the manga he came across? What was that shit
Wrong
called?
name.
Oh,
Wrong name.
Oh, Adochi. Sorry, what was Adochi telling us about?
Right. Yes. Make the relation now. That really helps.
What was he telling of? What was that
I
thing?
forgot, but it was like basically one man has to repopulate the earth. Like one man, well, there was only one man left, and everyone else had to. He basically had to have sex with a lot of women and repopulate the earth, which sounds like something that, yeah.
Yeah,
it is
apparently
the-
Adochi found out about that, and he
Yeah.
was like, he wanted to check it out. He said.
Okay, it is. Jerry says, I want to be Goku, but my friend called me Yajirobe just to piss me off. Well, that guy is pretty cool. He managed to cut off
Yep,
Vegeta's Saint
pretty cool.
ape tail. He's still pretty cool.
Oh, I remember. That's a
Ran
long wait
Mataku
since I've seen him.
says
Goddamn.
Killua freed her.
Freed her, but then kind of took her back. Actually, I haven't caught up to Hunter x Hunter, so I don't know her current situation, but she's not technically free. She's still in a prison. And also, Aditya says, do you think anime has declined? So, this is
What did he say? What did he say?
Do you think
Do you
anime
think
has
anime has
declined?
declined?
No, it's actually increased a lot.
So
yeah.
this is like a two-piece answer. Okay, the first one is like there are a lot more
Yeah.
anime coming out, a lot more stories coming out, and a lot more for people to enjoy. And the quality is getting better. I would definitely say that's true. But the problem is that anime has stopped. Nobody takes anime seriously except for very few people. And most of the time, when you see someone with anime, you usually think of the worst kind of people who are related to anime, who completely destroy the image of anime for other people. And that, I think, is a problem. Like, the fan base has started becoming more and more degenerate to the point where everyone is just
Words
a
are being
degenerate now.
spoken already.
So I don't think the quality of anime itself has decreased, but I think the quality of the fan base has decreased. In
Yeah,
fact, that's kind of what
the
we are trying to do.
industry is getting better. If
Yeah.
you're talking about the industry,
Yeah, the industry is
and
getting
not the
better,
fan. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but-
think the fan base thing is a kind of is like kind of applicable to anything right now, because you see Game of Thrones, that fan base also kind of crashed and burned really
No, I'm
really
not
badly
talking
after
about
season
the-
7.
No, I'm saying like the
Star
people
Wars and shit
who-
like that.
Yeah, but see, Star Wars and Game of Thrones are considered like, still classics,
Classics.
and
Yeah.
there's a lot of literature involved which people love a lot. But with anime and manga, it's become
No,
more
I'm
of
just
who can
like
be
talking
more
about the fan
degenerate.
bases alone. Like quality wise, both forms are pretty good in their own right, but then fan bases on both ends are pretty garbage, and it's kind of the same no matter how you look at it. No?
Oh, he says storyline quality. Okay, so storyline quality, probably, but that's also probably because you have read a lot of anime and read a lot of manga and watched a lot of anime already. So the newer ideas often borrow from older ideas, so you feel like the quality is decreasing. But it's actually
But there's still
whatever-
really good stuff
yeah,
coming out,
there's
for
some really
sure.
good
Yeah.
stuff coming out, and
Definitely.
dude, even if it seems low quality to you because you've seen this before, somebody's watching it for the first time. So it's really great if they can really get introduced to anime that way. But one of the things that we wanted to do when we started this podcast and our YouTube channel, we wanted to take a different look at anime and manga. So if you actually look at our YouTube channel, we have a lot of videos like mocking people who talk about waifus too obsessively. We have videos where we explain a lot of theories and all that, and now we've started to go into more specific content which explores the literature aspect of manga and
Yes.
anime. Where we are
Slowly branching.
this is how it's going to help enrich your life in some way. So I wish more people would do that, but I personally am not a fan of the degenerate side of anime, as they call it.
He's not a fan of what he's become.
Hey, you've become a degenerate. I am just a balding old man. according to Reddit.
YouTube link, please. Hold on.
Oh wait, I can send that.
But yes, Adi,
Yes.
what do you think about the anime industry? Even though you don't watch anime at all nowadays.
Yeah, I watch it. I watch every now and then. I recently finished Moriarty the Patriot.
Oh yeah,
I feel
you
like-
did.
Quality certainly hasn't reduced over time. Like it's only been getting better. Boku no Hero Academia, Moriarty, like it's not declining unless you show me something like Ragnarok or what is it, the house husband bullshit. I wouldn't really put those on as standard. Like those things don't count for me. It's like the ones that I can call anime actually do look decent in their own right. So far, I've not seen anything that has bad quality animation, if you will. So, as far as the industry standard goes, it's only been getting better. There is no decline as such. But yeah, most anime get a very bad rap for themselves because of the fan bases. Like you hear so much shit about them on Twitter and other platforms, and you just wonder, like, is it really worth getting into any of these animes? Like,
Yeah, that's because you're on those platforms, right? Like me, I don't.
Yeah, no, like,
I don't
yeah,
interact with
we
any
aren't there.
anime fan bases, so it doesn't affect me, right? Like then
Like,
that
we
way.
try to get in with a very open mind about it, but then many others who want to get into this kind of try to get another opinion about it. They
Yeah,
try to
of
see
course.
other platforms like Reddit, Twitter, shit like that. They just go and see what other people think about it, and you see the sort of militant passion that these people burn with it, and they're like, fucking AOT is best, Misayama number one. And you kind of just want to be like, you know what, I think I'll go read something else. Maybe AOT is not my cup of tea, just maybe.
AOT, not
A
a
cup of tea.
But yeah, I put the link on Reddit chat if anyone wants to check it out afterwards. But yeah, I mean, that is a fair point. Like, some fan bases just become too toxic. I mean, I for one know that the Attack on Titan fan base, if anyone on chat is a part of the Attack on Titan fan base, no offense to you, it's just these certain outliers who try to make you feel like you're dumb because you don't understand Attack on Titan, because you say you don't like one aspect of it or something like that. So I actually worked on a blog with a few people, and they would, every time I would ask a question, they'd just be like, you don't understand how great AOT actually is. You should read it a few more times so that you will be
Not
able
watch
to
enough Rick and Morty, you see.
Yeah, so that was...
Hey, you got shit on by Cage of Eden. No, not what is it? Eden something. What is
Eden
it called?
Eden Zero.
Eden Zero fans. They shit on you. Remember?
Yeah, and the weird thing is, like, I liked Eden Zero. I didn't hate it. I liked it. And I was like,
Aditya,
it could have been done a little better.
Aditya Yadav says, do your progenitor appreciate your enthusiasm to... Progenitor? Where did that word come from? Holy shit.
I don't know what that
Do they
means. I'm too
appreciate your
unfun.
enthusiasm towards anime and manga? What the fuck does progenitor mean?
You see, we are from a little Gao called India. English not strong.
Gao
Sorry.
translates to village, if anyone doesn't know.
We are very unpad.
Unpad means uneducated, which is
Maybe, I think he means junior. I'm not entirely sure though. But to your progenitor, I think junior or viewers, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I guess one way of putting it is, yeah, we do have viewers because we do have a more voiced opinion about it, if you will. Not entirely sure what you're getting at with progenitor.
In terms of viewers, I'd say, like, this is like a lot more than we ever expected, because I thought we'd be stuck at 0 views forever.
Yeah, we didn't expect to go anywhere, and we still don't expect to go anywhere. We're just having
so the
fun.
thing is, right, we had over the years have had a lot of jobs, and we always wanted to work on something together. And with the pandemic, we were just like, yeah, we can just do something, and said Weeb101, and I was like, okay, let's do it. And we just started doing it. We don't really...
And we forced Audi into it. He still doesn't want to do it, by the way.
So if this does go somewhere someday and actually becomes like a thing which we can do for a living, great. I would quit whatever job I was doing there in an instant. But
I too would quit Weeb101.
wow. If it doesn't go anywhere, it'll still be fine. Doing
These
it for
guys
fun.
saying progenitor means the people, maa baap, parents. No, they don't. Don't worry.
What? Parents know what?
Do our parents approve of our enthusiasm for
I'm
manga
not
and
able
anime?
to see
Yeah,
this
my
at
parents
all,
think it's
actually.
cool because I'm an animator. So they're like, yeah, watch animation. You're animating.
My parents don't really care either way. They're just like, yeah, do whatever you want.
there's-
As long as
there's
you're not
no-
hurting anybody, that's fine. You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
There's no active this thing against it.
Yeah. They don't watch it, but they're cool
They
with
don't
me
care
watching
either.
it.
Damn. I write copy for a living, and progenitor, I've never heard of it. Wow, I'm just...
My mother actually loved Bruce Boa Hancock figurine, and she wanted to steal it. Do you
the
remember,
one right
Bruce?
there.
Yeah, she wanted that.
She wanted me to leave it there.
She wanted you to sell it to her also. She's like, how
Yeah.
much do you want me to pay for it?
And unfortunately, that's like a limited edition one, which was from Japan.
Yeah.
So my cousin went there, and I just asked him to buy me something expensive money, so I couldn't just give it away either.
That was hilarious.
I know, right? But yeah, so basically, parents don't really care. Maybe Audie's parents do, because they...
Someone wrote,
Maybe
nah,
they
they
do.
don't care either. So, like, at one point, I think we all suffered the you're just watching cartoons and shit like that. And
No,
after
I
that,
never
they just kind of
suffered that
give up.
one. I never suffered that one. It was
Oh,
just
I just heard the cartoons argument once, and then they kind of gave up
that
after
was
that.
already.
Makes sense.
Oh, you heard? Wait, recently that you're so old and you're watching cartoons. They told you
Not
that.
recently, it's like long back. This was not even when I was watching anime or manga. These are like regular fucking cartoons. I'm watching like random videos on YouTube for like old shit cartoons like fucking Johnny Bravo, shit like that.
Mhm.
Like you don't see that shit on the TV nowadays because everything else is on there in the old cartoons and others. So you have to kind of watch them on YouTube and like ha ha ha, yes, funny cartoons on YouTube, ha ha ha. And then my parents are like, hey, don't watch cartoons. It's for me and for kids. Fuck it.
Yeah, be like, God damn, stop being a kid.
Oh, we have a guy on YouTube. I can't say her name. I'm gonna butcher it.
Glaucus
Shefiro. Reddit seems a bit behind. Reddit life kinda sucks. Random otaku says I'm back.
Yeah, well, we're kind of trying to branch out on all platforms right now. You can't help
But I
that
guess
Reddit
he's
itself
joining
sucks
us
as a
from
platform.
Reddit. What's up?
Can y'all... Okay, so Electra Storm says, can y'all reenact a dramatic scene from an Indian soap opera?
What did he say?
Can you
What
all
did he say?
reenact a dramatic scene from an Indian soap opera?
Well...
Stare at the camera and zoom in.
Oh,
And then-
Sid, this is live. Oh my god.
There you go. That's an Indian
Okay,
soap
then
opera.
I have to do this as well. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that's it. That is the reenactment.
That's as
of our-
best
That
as
is
it
a
gets.
reenactment. Yep.
Yes.
It works, right? That's what they do again and again. We
It
can't
is
get
just
the
the
sound
same thing.
effects right, but yeah, it's technically.
I'm pretty sure the sound effects are basically just one dude in the back going.
It's like the da-da-da-da-da-da, like you're very intense, like
Yes, yes.
and like
Electra
slap
Storm
yourself
says,
3
yes,
times.
serve that realness. I'm living for the dramatic zoom. And we are glad you enjoyed that. Of all things, I'm pretty sure our YouTube viewers are also very happy with the zoom into our ugly faces. But yes,
Yes. But yeah, dude, this was
Random
it's quite
otaku.
fun.
Wadi looks like the ultimate Indian human when zoomed in.
Stereotypical Indian boy.
yes, makes sense. These South Indians, I tell you, even though I'm one of them. Althea says progenitor used many time in Alien series. I see. And Phoenix of the Dark, welcome. Says Date Bayo. Well,
Well, we have a Weeb amongst us.
yes.
Yes.
It's Phoenix of the Dark. Is this Forest Done? Because Forest Done said believe it right before the stream started as well. So makes sense. But yeah, but see, we have had a lot of fun. It's been 1 hour, 20 minutes, and we didn't even realize it.
Yeah, we didn't realize it. It's quite fun.
It's not one of our longer episodes, but it was very entertaining. And
Yeah, we talked
think
about
that-
two
yeah.
short manga in the beginning, like two short manga. We like covered
Yeah.
it quickly, and now we're just messing around. I guess
And we
we're
managed to
just
fuck
fucking
around
around.
without saying
Yeah.
the word One Piece ever.
hey, now
Oh,
you
dude,
just
you
had
just
to
said
say
it, dude.
And we have to, at least once every episode, have to make it a point.
counter. We need a counter on our stream which says days without mentioning One Piece, and see how many
Yes,
days
yes.
we can go.
I agree.
I do agree.
My God, these guys and their Discord, it's just so terrible. Yeah, but I'm saying, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes,
now.
I said we should have a counter on our stream which says days without mentioning One Piece and see how long we can go.
Oh wow, yeah,
That'll be
probably.
a bit tough, but yeah, sure.
Actually, I haven't caught up to the latest chapters yet. Have you guys?
Have you ever caught up since you last
yeah,
said so?
Hey,
Because you don't know-
1006. I haven't caught up.
2006 was years ago,
Yo.
it feels like.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for it to I'm
It's
waiting
gone a
for the
long
new
way. There's a
volume
lot
to
of
come
hype.
out so I can
We
purchase
already
the new
have
volume.
the volume. The volume is out.
Can you give it to me?
No,
I'm
you
too
could-
poor to buy it.
Oh, sure.
Forrest Dan has left the chat already.
Dicking Hut says, thanks, I'll take the credit. Yes, all credit to you and Reddit chat for making this a fun one. And Phoenix of the Dark says, I will be the king of pirates. No, I will be the king of pirates. Oh, well, Luffy is looking down for some reason. I don't know why he'll fall if I touch him. I just don't want to.
Aditya, with the interesting questions. What are your profound thoughts on Indian erotic comics?
And Dicking Hut replies, Savita
Oh,
Bhabi,
Adi
essay.
loves Savita Bhabi. We know
Yeah,
that,
apparently.
right, bro?
Yeah. We actually put an image of Savita Babi in one of our videos, and Audi didn't
Yeah, we
realize
did.
what it was.
Yeah, you never saw it. Audi.
I forgot which video. I forgot why we did
Even
that.
I
but we just
forgot
put
which
the
video.
image
Yeah.
there for some reason, and
We were making some joke about
Yeah.
Audi, and then we put Savita Babi. Yeah.
and he had no idea who that was.
Yeah.
But
Random otaku with the
firstly-
reversed version.
Reverse
HFNO.
one. Yes.
Nice.
so I think we don't really have profound thoughts on anything. We just have thoughts because as this stream has shown, we are pretty dumb when it comes to understanding.
pretty
even
fucking dumb,
slightly
yeah.
Our
complex
thoughts
stuff.
are at best average.
Yes.
There is no side or
Sometimes
no-
below average, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we just try to act as smart as we can. But if we,
They're
if we
like,
talk
oh,
too
we're
long,
gonna.
then well,
Yeah, we're like, oh, we're gonna talk about all you need is skill. Wow, so much thinking, time travel.
Yes,
wow,
yes.
science, and we're like, kya hua?
yes, we're like, what the hell is
What
going on over here?
What
So
did we
that's
read?
a beautiful accident. Well, hey, we are not all that dumb. Okay, we can understand some things. We're not like Attack on Titan IQ level, but we are like One Piece IQ level. I don't know.
We watch at least one season of Rick and Morty. Our intelligence is that much.
Yeah.
I have
So,
actually
just
seen
like
only
us,
one
sticking
season.
hard. No. You see, the thing is, chat is always smarter than us somehow because every time
Yes,
they're
yes.
like, I don't understand what's going on. Chat is like, yep, this is what happened. I'm like, damn it, how do we
I
have
agree.
like we have like 10 people listening to us and somehow they know everything more than me, and it just feels-
Yeah, and
That
we
is
don't know
true.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So chat is somehow better. Also, we have
There will come a
82
day.
comments on Reddit, which is amazing.
How
And,
many?
And
82.
82.
We
And
also have
currently we're
82
at-
subscribers. Yay!
Oh, yeah.
On YouTube.
and we have 18 watchers currently on Reddit.
That's great.
Still 2 watchers on
And-
Twitch and 4 watchers on YouTube. Yay!
Why does-
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes, thanks for joining us. I think this is a
No.
pretty good time to wrap this
Yeah.
up, actually. And we will be back next week. So, Wednesday, around the same time, an hour before this time, but I don't know. We are 4 parallel universes ahead of you guys. Yes, you definitely are.
Yes.
Performance anxiety is difficult. What would
tell
I
me
know
about it.
about performance anxiety? What are you saying? I have no idea what those 2 words even mean.
Yeah, I think the only one who actually has performance anxiety is Audi.
Yay!
Oh no, that's just
It's
Audi
a
with
joke. It's a
anxiety
joke.
in general.
Yeah, that's just general
Yeah, it's not,
anxiety.
it's not performance anxiety, just general anxiety.
Yeah, just normal Audi.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll be winding down now, but thanks for joining us, everybody, on YouTube, Twitch, Reddit, Twitter, if anyone's there, Facebook, if anyone is there. I see you. I can't see you right now because my laptop is dying, but I see you.
I see you.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday. If you guys liked it, you can come back. Then we're just going to chat again, have a couple
Yeah.
of topics prepared beforehand. That's pretty much all we're going to do. And check out our YouTube channel if you want to actually see some of those, some of us being smart for once in a video, where we actually put out some actual thoughts instead of just not
Yes.
understanding what we're reading.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it
We'll try.
for this episode. Yeah, thank you all very much for joining.
Yes.
It's been a blast. I actually didn't even think that so many
So-
people would join in everywhere.
Yeah, surprising amount of viewership on Reddit,
Yep.
especially because the last time we tried this, there was barely
No
any
one,
people
yeah.
watching it.
Oh, Random Otaku says Sayonara Arrivederci.
Oh,
Damn,
Heart says,
the
what
Japanese
time?
and the Italian.
What time? The same time as today, except like
Yes.
but it's been 1.5 hours since we started, so same time on Wednesday. So just subtract 1.5 hours and then Wednesday. And Alka says you can be my soulmate Indian podcast. Just increase your content choice.
Content choice.
Well, we actually have a lot of different things we talk about, but we
Especially Sid, who, surprisingly doesn't read much, yet has a lot under his belt. So
yeah we have a
Yes.
lot of thoughts, and this is mainly more of just discussing what we are reading currently. But if you
Currently,
do have
yeah.
some suggestions, I would be glad to read about it and find out more. But yeah, you can definitely count on us having more content in the future. Yeah, again, thank you all so much. This is way more than I ever expected in life.
Way more. Yeah.
So
Yes.
I am very happy. that
In
you
life,
guys joined.
apparently.
in life, yeah. You know what? 82 comments on Reddit is something even I didn't expect.
Yeah,
to happen, so
98
fuck it.
right
You know
now.
what? That's a milestone. Everyone,
Yeah,
start
pretty good. It's
spamming
pretty
comments. Get it up to 100.
My God, no, that's a joke. Reddit will
Yeah,
probably
no.
ban us for
Just say, yeah.
But yeah, okay. See you guys on Wednesday, or if anyone in our Discord, if you want to come and just talk anime stuff in general. That's it.
Yes,
See
join
you.
us
Link
there.
is
Sayonara.
share the link again.
I will.
Share the link again for Discord.
Okay, wait. Before
Just in
we
case.
log out, I will share the link for Discord.
Yeah, you can share it. By the way, I started reading this really crazy book. We can talk about it next week.
Okay.
Yes.
It's by this Korean author called Han Kang. It's this book called The Vegetarian, and it's like pretty interesting. I'm halfway through it. Yes,
Did you
and
say
we can
vegetarian?
discuss it. Yes, it's actually called The Vegetarian,
Wow.
and it's pretty interesting so far. Yeah.
Okay, also,
Interesting.
Nicky Hart says comments to the moon. Yes, by doing that, you got us to 99. If you comment one more time, we'll be at 100.
Nice.
And apparently 100 is our moon. Well, that's still a lot more than I ever expected, as I said. So works
That is
for me.
true.
My Reddit is not loading for some reason. I will try to put in the links right before we leave.
You put it. No worry, it's cool. Audi. Audi.
Oh, you want?
Audi.
Oh, we're at 100. Yes, we're at 101. Cutler 60.
What did we say?
101, yay!
Yes.
101, yay!
Cutler 69,000 got the Reddit link, the Discord link over there. So thank you very much.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
And
This has been
yeah, and we shall be back in
Really
a couple
fun,
of days.
actually.
You know what? We should prepare more topics because if we're actually people are actually listening to us, we might actually have to start pulling our weight. You know,
I had a lot.
we can't just get away with.
I have a lot to talk
Yeah.
about still. I can go on for another 2-3 hours, you know. I can talk about the book I'm reading. if you
Let's
want.
all read
Yeah.
it and maybe talk about
Yeah,
it.
we'll read it and we'll come back next week
Yeah.
to talk about more stuff. Okay, see you guys. Thank you very much for joining.
See ya.
Thank you.
Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Okay, last
My
time I messed
God.
this up, so okay, there you go. Audi is like